Heyo, it's Jesse. No way, is it? Yeah, this is it. This is it. Actually, this is my weekend attire. You can't even see it because it's so well camouflaged. All right, let's get to this. I wanted to talk today about how important it is to ensure that you appreciate love someone else's ability to be themselves. Now, what do I mean by that? Let other people live their lives. Mind your own business. Let other people have their own journey. And that means that even if you decide that you don't like or you don't want or that you have another way of addressing how they should live their lives, that whatever they choose to do for their lives is up to them because they have free will and the choice to do that in their own way. So let them do that. It should be coming out. Why do we get to decide how they run their lives? So, in a cascade of different opinions, I'm reminded of how this works because I've got several clients, and over the course of different treatments with them, I can see and intuitively know what their challenges are. But I also have the ability to recommend what they could do better. Unfortunately, Jesse doesn't always get the last say. And you know what? It's not even unfortunately, because it's their lives, right? I'm reminded of a couple of clients that I have where I would absolutely love to just jump in and say, hey, you know what? Let me lead for a bit in your life and show you how beautiful, how awesome of a person you are, how beautiful of a woman you are, how awesome of a man you are. Because what's showing up in your pain, as I see it, is your inability to see your life as you see it. And although I'd like to say these things out loud, I do, many of them. But there is this respect that we give to people when it comes to their own lives, right? Right? Because wouldn't you not want to be respected for the life that you live if you're trying everything that you can and you're doing everything that you possibly can to make the best, to create the best that you're doing? It's just showing up differently in your life. And everyone's life shows up differently, does it not? It might not look like the process that you, and this is for me too, it might not look like the process, I'm saying process, not process, that you want for this person or people. But you got to let them live their own life. You can have helpful advice for them when they're willing to receive it. Don't push. Do not push. You only craft more resentment when you do that, both for you and for them. So, when I see that a client, for example, is having issues of pain in their shoulders, they're carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, and they see how they have done this very thing which has precipitated in the pain in their shoulders, that is wonderful. When I look at another client and go, I would love to help you and love support you, and many times it's just hearing them out. Many times it's just validating and listening to what they have to say. I would absolutely love to help lead their lives, because I see that the things that they're doing are not necessarily going to get them there the way they should get them there. Now, who's to say that the way that I think that they should get there is the right way? So you see, they get to do it the way that they want to do. It's their thing. It's their life. It's their process. And I am reminded, and I am humbled once again that I can be the change that people want. But please, when it comes to you, especially as a spouse, and you want to be helpful in your wife's life, my man, stop pushing really hard. Stop pushing. Let her decide what is best for her. And she might see it your way, but she might not be emotionally ready. And there might be things that she wants to do, and she sees what you have said is net benefit. Trust that it'll happen down the road. And be good if it doesn't. But be also proud of yourself that you, for one, said, I think this will be helpful. Try it on when you want. Also be good with yourself that you could creatively come up with something that could be helpful. Don't push. It is so important as a man that we lead with this ability to be able to hold our spouses, to be able to have capacity for them, even when things don't seem the way that they should be going, right? You gotta just embrace the fact that they know their lives. I mean, the fact that they chose you under their own criteria of whatever that is says something. They chose you. They trust their intuition to be able to choose somebody that is a remarkable partner, a valiant man such as you. And you should be good with that. You get to be good with that. And for those of you out there that are single, this one's for you too. Because I want you to look at this as, look at feeding yourself. Look at communicating with yourself. Look at connecting with yourself. Look at making more amends with yourself. Amends. Look at getting yourself healthy without thwarting, without looking to the outside. I want you to make more time for you. I want you to do more for you before you start really trying to overdo it when it comes to helping your spouse with something. Again, if they want help, they'll ask you. And sometimes they might not ask you, and you might get hints of that. And that is the time to jump in as well. But when you got full lockdown, not ready to receive, and they've got a plan, trust their plan for their life. And even if it doesn't come out the way that they think it's going to go or you think it's going to go, that's their lesson. It is their lesson. It doesn't belong to you. Leave it. Mind your business. Choose you. Get well. Eat well. Nourish well. Hydrate well. Exercise well. Breathe well. Do all these things for you. Show up. Make yourself the best so that other people can see what you're doing. People don't buy what you're doing. They buy how you're doing it. So if you're able to show that everything that you're doing is making the best, people will see how you're doing that and they'll want to do it too. Okay? All right. So what's the moral of this? Let other people run their own lives. Everyone gets their own journey through life. Leave it. Let them do it. Okay? There are points that you can jump in. Those I'll talk at another time. if this is an issue for you and you feel like, Jesse, I need some support with this because I'm an outlier on this when it comes down to helping, and I'm just missing the mark, and I really would like some help just discovering what that is for myself and for my wife. Hit me up, my man. TheValiantLifestyle.com. Let's do a 30-minute discovery call and figure out how best I can help you choose the things to say, be there to be the safety that you can, and be the most loving husband, significant other, partner, spouse that you can. TheValiantLifestyle.com. That's where you're going. Let's do it, man. I got you. All right. Thank you for watching this. Let's do this.